I work the night shift as a security guard. It's not a difficult job, just long hours, quiet corridors, and too many cameras. After midnight, the building feels different. Not empty, just aware. My shift starts at 11 p.m. By 12:30, everyone is gone. No staff, no cleaners, no footsteps. Just me and the CCTV room. There are 12 cameras in total. Hallways, staircases, parking lot, emergency exits. Every screen shows a different angle. But every night, they show the same thing. Nothing. That night started like every other. I made coffee, sat back in my chair, and watched the screens. The hum of the monitors was the only sound. I remember checking the time. 2:14 a.m. That's when something felt wrong. Not loud, not sudden, just a feeling. Like someone was standing behind the cameras. I leaned forward. Let my eyes scan the screens, one by one. Camera 1, lobby, empty. Camera 2, staircase, dark. Camera 3, parking lot, still. Then I reached camera 7, the back hallway. Long, narrow, poorly lit, empty. I looked away for a second, just to sip my coffee. The screen flickered. Once, very quickly. When I looked back, someone was standing there. A man, facing the camera, not walking, not waving, just standing perfectly still. My heart skipped. I leaned closer to the monitor. The image was clear. Too clear. The man was wearing a security uniform. My uniform. Same jacket, same badge, same cap. I felt my chest tighten. Slowly, I looked down at myself. I was wearing it. Every detail matched. I checked the timestamp again. 2:14 a.m. I hadn't moved. I hadn't left the room. I told myself it was a glitch. Cameras glitch all the time. But something bothered me. The man on the screen was breathing calmly. I could see his chest rise. I couldn't hear it. But I could see it. Very slowly. I raised my right hand. On the screen, the man raised his hand too. Perfectly. Same speed. Same movement. My mouth went dry. I lowered my hand. So did he. That's when fear finally set in. The CCTV wasn't delayed. It wasn't looping. It was live. And it was showing me, standing somewhere I wasn't. I froze. My hand was still in the air. The man on the screen didn't move either. For a few seconds, we stayed exactly the same. I could hear my own breathing. Slow. Uneven. I lowered my hand. Very slowly. On the screen, he lowered his hand too. Perfectly. That's when panic finally reached my chest. I pushed my chair back. The legs scraped loudly on the floor. The sound echoed too much for such a small room. I stood up. My knees felt weak. I turned around, checked the door behind me. Closed. Locked. No one outside. I was alone. I looked back at the monitors. Camera 7 still showed him, still standing there, still facing the camera, not moving. I told myself it was a delay, a loop, some technical issue. Cameras glitch all the time. So I tested it. I waved. Quick. Sharp. On the screen. The man waved back, but not at the same time. Half a second later, my stomach dropped. I waved again. Slower this time. Again. The same movement. Half a second late. That's when I understood. The CCTV wasn't copying me. It was following me. I checked the timestamp again. 2:15 a.m. The seconds were moving normally. Nothing looked frozen. Then I noticed something worse. The man on the screen blinked. I hadn't blinked. My throat went dry. I leaned closer to the monitor. His face was clearer now. Too clear. Same eyes, same nose, same scar on the cheek. Every detail matched. It was my face, but his expression was wrong. Calm, relaxed, almost curious. Like he was studying me. Then he did something I didn't. He smiled. Just slightly. I stepped back, my heart pounding. The image zoomed in, by itself. I hadn't touched the controls. His face filled the screen. Then suddenly, every other monitor went black. One by one, until only camera 7 was left. The room felt smaller, hotter. The air felt thick. I could hear my breathing, loud in my ears. Then the radio on my desk crackled. Static first. Loud. Sharp. Then a voice whispered. My name. In my own voice. Why are you sitting there? My blood ran cold. Because whatever was on that screen wasn't trying to copy me anymore. It was learning me. And I knew. It wanted my place. The room went silent. No static. No humming. Just the glow of one screen. Camera 7. I couldn't look away. The man on the screen tilted his head slightly. I didn't. Then he stepped back, out of frame. The hallway on the monitor was empty again. My heart started pounding. I told myself that was good, that it meant he was gone. But something felt worse now. I checked the other cameras, one by one. Lobby. Empty. Staircase. Dark. Parking lot. Still. Then I heard it. A sound. Not from the speakers. From the building. Footsteps. Slow. Measured. Coming from the back hallway. The same hallway camera 7 showed. I looked at the monitor again. The hallway was still empty. But the footsteps were real. Closer now. I stood up. My chair fell backward. The sound echoed down the corridor. The footsteps stopped. For 3 seconds, everything was still. Then camera 7 flickered. The man was back. Closer to the camera now. His face filled more of the screen. His mouth opened, but no sound came out. Instead, the intercom on the wall clicked on, and his voice came through. Clear. Calm. Come out. My legs refused to move. I shook my head slowly. On the screen, he smiled wider. The lights in the CCTV room dimmed. One of the monitors turned on. Camera 8. The stairwell. I saw myself standing there, looking up, waiting. My blood ran cold. I wasn't in the stairwell. I was still in the CCTV room. But the camera said otherwise. Then camera 9 turned on. The parking lot. I was there too, standing beside my car, not moving, just waiting. Every screen now showed me, in different places, all standing still, all facing the camera, all smiling, except one. Camera 7. That version of me was walking, straight toward the CCTV room. That's when I understood. It didn't need to replace me. It was already everywhere. And I only had one choice left. Stay in the room, or open the door. I stood there, staring at the door. My hand hovered near the handle, but I didn't touch it. Something about the room felt wrong now. Not dangerous, not loud, just settled, like it had decided something. The CCTV room was quiet, too quiet. The monitors were still on, still glowing, but they weren't showing me anymore. I leaned closer. The hallways were empty. The staircases were empty. The parking lot was empty. No movement, no shadows, No copies. It looked normal. That should have made me feel better. It didn't, because the silence felt heavier than before. I swallowed, tried to steady my breathing. Then the intercom clicked. Soft, almost gentle. My voice came through the speaker. "You can sit down now." I froze. I hadn't spoken. The chair behind me creaked. Just a little, like someone had leaned back in it. I turned slowly. Very slowly. The chair was empty. But when I stepped closer, the seat was warm. Recently warm. My chest tightened. That's when it finally made sense. The room didn't want me to leave. It wanted me to stay. I thought about the night shift, about how quiet my life had become, about how no one ever called after midnight, about how easy it would be to disappear. I shook my head. "No," I whispered. The lights dimmed. The monitors flickered. Once. Twice. Then every screen changed. All of them showed the same thing. The CCTV room, from outside, I was sitting in the chair, calm, still, watching the screens. That version of me didn't look scared. He looked comfortable. The intercom spoke again. "Someone has to watch." Someone always does. My heart started pounding. I stepped back from the desk. The door behind me opened. Cool air rushed in. Normal sounds. Normal light. I didn't think. I ran. I never went back. They say the building is still there, still empty. But sometimes, late at night, when I pass by, I see the lights on, and on the camera closest to the window, someone is sitting there, watching, waiting. And if you ever see yourself on a screen, when you know you're not there, don't try to understand it. Don't ask questions. Just leave. Before the room decides you belong to it.